that this vehicle hasn't really changed that much at all in that time. It looks pretty similar on the outside, it looks almost identical on the inside. So when it comes to appearance, inside and outside, there's no point really reviewing that. It's pretty much like a 911 in that sense, although it hasn't been going for 4 decades. So what one should really concentrate on is what is the ride like. Well, this is the automatic, and it's by no means a larger engined version, but this vehicle plods along quite nicely. This particular model has done 75,000 miles, and the engine, gearbox, everything's fine. If anything, it could probably be better driving a manual than an automatic in a car like this. The steering, perfect, nothing wrong with the steering on this at all. It's very sharp, very agile, car responds very nicely, but the shock absorbers, they are so soft, the car bounces and leans from side to side like a boat in water without a keel to stabilize it. I would not fancy nipping around corners in this vehicle at all. You really want to concentrate on the shocks with a vehicle that does that. You know, it's worthwhile putting some sporty shocks on just to improve the handling. The interesting aspect about the interior of the vehicle is it obviously is right in what people say about them being very robust. I mean, this vehicle is 12 years old, yet it doesn't look like it's more than a couple of years old, if that. It's nothing worn on it at all. Everything's still solid. It's pretty much like the day it was made. You know, you won't get that with a lot of cars. A lot of cars look tired even when they've been looked after. This, you know, it's done what it says on the tin. It's produced as a vehicle which is going to be used on a daily basis, running the kids to school, etc, etc. It's going to take abuse, it's going to take shopping bags in there, it's going to take school trips and days in and out, back and forth to work, but it does the job and it doesn't fall apart. You're not going to get that with a French car. You're probably not going to get that with a lot of Fords. But with one of these, well, here's the proof. Still going strong. The brakes on this are not fantastic, but they're certainly not poor. If there's anything I'd say about the brakes, they're a little bit grabby. They grab too quickly, there's no equalization or gradient of pressure that can be applied to the vehicle. If you're watching this video, you're more than likely looking at buying a second-hand one. If you are, go for a manual version. I say that because this is a smaller engine vehicle, and automatics, they don't really seem to complement the smaller engine vehicles. Also, consider the diesel option as well as the petrol, because these days, you know, an older car like this, 12 years old, you're more likely to come across one with tatty bodywork and worn interiors. This is an exception, I know, that's why we bought it and we're going to sell it. But at least with the diesel engine, you know you've got a lot more miles ahead on the road. These cars are strongly built. They're well built cars, they're great value for money. If you can get your head past the cloneness of them, the fact that they don't seem to have any personality of their own, these each and individual cars, then you will get to what is effectively a very, very good car. A lot of value for money, very much recommended.